Because Angela,
Hi,
you
Garrett.
are going to talk a little bit about the Innovation Awards,
Yes,
right?
I am.
We are in the Innovation Lab, and I guess we should start by looking at the Innovation Awards ceremony, and then you'll be joined by the winner, the overall winner, Gerrit Schouten.
Yep.
Let's see what he has to say.
It's
Mr. Buisman, you are the chairman of the jury of the Innovation Award. Who did won this prestigious award here in 2015?
This year, the product Diver from Saltec won.
And the overall winner is...
What makes them special?
They have solved a very important problem to get the salt out of brines. And normally it's almost impossible to evaporate brines because of the corrosiveness and the scaling. But with their rotating cyclones made of plastics, they have solved both problems in one step. And there's a lot of attention for this technology from all over the world now.
With all the partners on the water campus, we were able to develop this and bring this to market, as Kees Buisman already said, and showcase it in Texas on really what was considered untreatable water and being operating that for now more than a year. Thank you very much for getting this prize. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Angela Godwin, back with you. I am from Water and Wastewater International and helping you out today with Aquatech TV. I am so excited about my next guest. We have Gerard Schouten with us. Gerard, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Now, you were started out as a nominee in the wastewater category and took home the big win today as the overall winner of the Innovation Awards. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And we have your award here,
Yeah.
very impressive. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your technology, because as I understand it, it's a zero liquid discharge technology.
Indeed.
And I should mention that your company's name is Saltec. Tell us a little bit about the technology.
Well, the technology was incubated in the north of the Netherlands at the water campus in Leeuwarden. And together with a dedicated team of engineers and scientists, we basically looked at a way that desalination takes place. And traditional desalination always tries to avoid scaling, but scaling is natural. So we thought, why is everybody trying to avoid for decades something that's natural? So we took a completely different approach on this technology, and we said, okay, what if we could design a technology that basically stimulates scaling as a desalination feature? And that's what ended up in a technology that we now refer to as Diver, our Saltec technology, patented, new, completely breakthrough approach on desalination of high concentrated brines.
Wow, so what are the implications here? Where do you see this technology going in the market?
Specifically at this stage, at the complicated brines, high concentrated brines, we designed this technology also for the oil and gas industry. And in the oil and gas industry, you have high concentrated brines coming with all kinds of other contaminants. And typically, the treatment of those brines is rather complicated and takes a lot of steps. So often they even don't treat it at all, and they just inject it to get rid of it, as it is considered quite a complicated brine stream. We can handle those brines in a one-step process without any operator attendance, remotely operate a system and basically producing fresh water. I always say squeeze all the water out of it and make a salt together with all the other contaminants in a zero liquid discharge solution.
Wow, that is fantastic. And just before I let you go, we are going to invite some other nominees up to talk, but before I let you go, what is the scalability of this technology at this point? Are we talking about smaller plants, larger?
Well, very, very good to ask. Basically, our technology is very modular, so it means that we scale up in, we can endlessly scale up because it's a linear modularity. One of our smallest units does 50 liters per hour, and we scale them up in sets of 30. So if you go to 360, you do something like close to 1,000 cubic meters a day, and you can keep scaling that up to basically any size you want.
Wow, and you mentioned that the product was incubated at the
in Leeuwarden at the water campus.
Leeuwarden at the water campus. Yes, thank you. So has it been brought to market yet? Has there been any actual application?
Yeah, we're very active in the Middle East, and we're very active in North America.
Yep.
Specifically in the oil and gas industry, where this technology is a solution for something that could not be treated until now.
Wow.
In a very simple system.
Yeah. So on the oil and gas side, are we talking about conventional operations or more
typically
of the
both conventional, but because with every barrel of oil, there's usually also a fair amount of water coming up. And that water typically has a high salinity together with some other constituents like oil or hydrocarbon remains.
Yeah.
And that poses quite a challenge if you want to desalinate that water and reuse that water. And specifically in water scarce regions, those are the regions that typically oil is being found.
Right.
So that water represents a value, but also the amount of brine they produce. If you can make that to a valuable product like water and maybe even salt that can be reused, I think it's a perfect solution.
Absolutely. We talked earlier today in our industrial water session, our programming earlier today, about both on the consumption side and on the wastewater reuse side, and this sounds like a perfect fit for both of those.
Yeah.
So, Gerard, congratulations. We wish you all the best of luck going forward, and thank you very, very much for spending some time with us. At this time, we are going to invite some of the other nominees. I'm just going to have you slide to the end of the table there, would be great. And we're going to invite some of the other nominees up to hear about their technologies that were competing in this year's Innovation Award Showcase. Welcome, gentlemen. Come on, come on. Now, this is live, so I'm being surprised by my guests. I'm not sure who we have with us, but I am going to start with you. Who am I talking to?
Lars Big Olsen, Grundfos.
Okay, and so what technology did you have in the Innovation Showcase this year?
We presented our bacteria monitoring solution that monitors bacteria in water real time, online.
Wow, okay. And so what kind of advancement does that represent from what kind of technologies we have today? Why is it so different and special?
Well, today often when you want to check water quality, you do it in a lab. It takes a couple of days to cultivate the samples.
Yeah.
Every 10 minutes we deliver a number to you that tells you if your water is safe to drink.
So you're bringing some efficiency to the process. You're speeding up, that information that they're getting to be able to make sure their quality is always on target.
Exactly, and we also do it without adding anything to the water. We don't use chemicals. We don't do anything to the water. We just look at it.
That is fantastic. And is this already to market, this product?
It is, and you're welcome to see it at our stand.
Well, I will be looking forward to checking that out. Thank you very much. Let me move along here. Who do we have here?
Zeber Frat from Aquarius Spectrum.
Welcome to the program. We're happy to have you. Tell us a little bit about your technology that was competing.
What we are doing is Waterpipe network monitoring. What you call buried no longer. All of us know about water systems which are buried under the ground in our cities, losing between 10 to 40% of the water.
Right.
And what we are trying to help the communities is to make it really smart. Actually to see every segment of the water network every night. That's the way we detect leaks. And that's the way we also detect a lot of interferences in the network and make the water network something more close to the electricity network, make it visible. Another thing we brought into this show is a new product which is actually in the solutions of apps, and everything goes to mobile, so making it much more simple to do water detection, water leak surveys, making everything go on the app, everything go on the Android or whatever mobile phone you want. Just bringing all this mystery of finding leaks much more web interfaced, easy to work.
Right.
Everybody can enjoy it.
Yeah, making it visible. Like you said, we talked about this in one of our earlier segments about aging infrastructure. And
that's right.
Out of sight, out of mind, we often forget about water infrastructure because most of the time it works pretty well and we forget it's there.
It works pretty well. Forgetting that you're in a very well organized country, but it's not working very well, and most of our infrastructure in the Western world is aged. And the biggest question that we are trying to answer is what to replace first.
Right. And I think one of the questions too is, do you replace it exactly the way it was, or do you think of maybe some other new way to do things?
I mean, replacement of the pipe, if it's going to stay the same or not the same, is, a matter of policy and materials that are on the site. I can say that all of them are good. And today, the variety of equipment and tools are...
A lot of choices.
The choices to replace the pipes are well. Iron, plastic, PVC, they're all okay. It really depends on each local location.
Right, but the key is finding those leaks.
The key is
and that's where you can help.
and alerting when the leak is very, very small. It gives you enough time to plan. So we are talking about leaks with the size of a pinhole.
Right.
And then you have at least a year or two to plan what you're going to do there.
So we can be much more proactive instead of reacting to a major pipe burst.
And everybody knows the consequences.
Right.
Trying to avoid those consequences.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much. Glad to hear about it.
And thank you for the award that we just got. So thank you very much for that as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's go on to our next guest. If we can pass that along there. Hi, who
Hi.
am I talking to?
George Salembo, I'm the CEO of InfoSense Inc.
Okay, and tell me about InfoSense.
We are the manufacturer of the sewer line rapid assessment tool, the SL-RAT.
Okay.
And so where Aquarius's technology is focused on water distribution, we are for sewer lines. So we're looking for blockages and trying to detect and prioritize resources for sanitary sewer lines.
So let's tell me a little bit more specifically about the technology. How do you do that?
Absolutely, it's a simple concept. It's an acoustic technology.
Mm-hmm.
You have a speaker on one manhole,
Yep.
and it yells down the pipe. Microphone listens on the other end, and it tells you if sound gets from one end to the other, you get a good score.
Okay. So it can tell by the changes in that sound where so it can tell where it is, or just that there is a leak somewhere.
Oh, that's a
in
good
there?
question. So it's looking for blockages, and it doesn't tell you where it is. It just
Okay.
tells you this is a
So-
pipe worth investigating.
Yep.
And it needs
So you
clean.
can kind of narrow down, the area that you're
That's right.
you're looking at.
Well, the value here is 2/3 of the time when you're cleaning pipes, they don't actually need cleaned.
Right.
And so this tool was developed to help prioritize and figure out which pipes actually need those resources
Interesting.
to focus in.
Interesting. So is this a technology that's already been brought to market?
Absolutely. This was developed with the city of Charlotte, North Carolina.
Mhm.
They funded the research to develop this tool because they
Interesting.
recognized the need. It's spun out of the local university there. We got a patented technology. At this point, over 70 customers worldwide are using it, and we've inspected to date 15 million meters of pipe.
Excellent, excellent. Well, congratulations on the nominations this year, all of you, and we wish you all the best of luck going forward with your technologies, and
Thank you.
and hope to see you again soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.